What's up, guys? My name is Kale. I'm one of the founders of Ignite Marketing, and in this video, I'm going to do a quick case study covering our client in the last 4 months of working with us. Along the road, I'm going to highlight key components as to why our strategy, which is private digital advertising, is crucial and foundational to your business. No matter how new or old your company is, no matter how much marketing you're already spending, this is a foundational tool for your toolkit to help grow and sustain and retain your business. My client that we're going to showcase here, he is an HVAC business owner. Please do not let that deter you from watching the rest of this video. No matter what your business industry is, we can 100% apply this strategy to it as long as you have a good offer and a good sales process. Private digital advertising is unique all on its own. Nobody's doing it in your industry, and I promise you that. I'm going to hop in here and showcase what this client has done. Listen, because it is extremely important if you are interested in profit for your company, right? Because look, we started with this client January 10th. So we had 3 weeks left in the month of January. In the first 3 weeks, we did a total of 39 appointments for $1,950. Now there was other fees that kind of got accumulated, so it was roughly around $3,000 to get that many appointments. Not leads, but appointments for their technicians to show up to and go inside the home. They did 23 sales and they did a total of $291,000. And they had an incredible ROI, damn near 100x ROI. That's monumental, you guys. It's not weird for a company to spend $30,000, $40,000 to make $300,000. And by making more money from less, or by spending less marketing dollars to make more, they are now able to infinitely spend more money on marketing because it costs them less money to acquire brand new customers than it does their competition. And if you guys have ever heard of this golden rule of business, is that the company who spends the most amount of money to acquire customers wins. And the only way that you can realistically spend more money to acquire customers is by getting a one-to-one return. So for every dollar, you get a dollar back, because that's an infinite money loop of marketing, or to tremendously lower the cost of marketing compared to what everyone else is doing. The biggest problem here, and I'm sure that this is going to be a compound effect in any other local city that you go into, you only have so many people to market to. There's only so many people who live in that city and are going to take you up on your offer. Your biggest problem is that you are marketing in ways that everybody else is doing. And that is just simple supply and demand driving the cost of acquisition through the roof. And so for 90% of the businesses who are trying to compete, they just simply can't afford to compete. Because they can't afford to compete, they go out of business, and that's why everybody says business is hard. It doesn't need to be hard. What business owners are not seeing is that you need a foundational component to your business that always generates you leads so that you have an opportunity to get more sales and fix the business. If you were to look at billboards, they range from anywhere from $250 to $4,000, while digital billboards can cost up to $20,000. But typically, you're going to be anywhere from $3,500 to $5,000 per month. How do you even track the results from that? Dude, nobody's going to pull over and write down your phone number and call off the billboard. Not in today's day. Most people are texting and driving anyways. They're not looking at the billboards anymore. Billboard and blimp marketing is great if you've got the budget for it, like Goodyear, for example. What they're doing is not trying to get you to buy tires right there at the game. They're trying to become omnipresent. That way, when something goes wrong with your tires, who do you think of? Goodyear. Radio and TV commercials, anywhere from $1,000 to $50,000. I remember sitting down in a meeting with one of my old bosses. I came into a marketing meeting. She sat down with some lady from the news channel, and she was pitching her 60-second marketing piece on the news channel, all in like around a $5,000 package for like 60 seconds for 4 weeks. And good luck. Like, hopefully this works for you. So then we look at Facebook and Google ads. Looks like anywhere from $3,000 a month for Facebook up to $10,000 a month with Google. Obviously, if you're running Facebook and Google ads, you're spending at least that minimum, if not more than that, to acquire. And so what happens is you're competing on all these different levels, and there's only so many people for you guys to fight over. And most of these platforms, especially Facebook and Google, they're going to work off of algorithms. And it just gets so expensive because you're competing with each other. You have no way to differentiate yourself. You have nothing that you can do to generate customers every day consistently without using these methods. And if you don't use these methods, you're not in business. If you use these methods, you're out of business because you're losing money. And so what happens is a lot of times you either run out of money or you just say like, I don't know how to run ads. So now I'm going to go hire someone. And whether you hire an agency or you do it in-house, now you're spending way more money to get people to work on it for you. And you don't even know if it's going to work because most of the time you hire an agency or an employee, they don't work. And if you are lucky enough to find an agency who actually has their ish together and can generate you leads, guess what? You still have to put it through a sales process. You still have to put it through a funnel. Now that you have lead flow, is that you're just not connecting with the leads. Really what you need to do is you still need to connect. It's hard to connect with people, especially in today's world when they're being jam-packed with ads everywhere. And even if you do connect with them, you have to catch them at the right time. Because if you don't catch them at the right time, they're going to tell you, I'm not interested. I know that I've worked in call centers. I've built call centers. I've owned my own companies and I've hired salespeople. So like, I know how this works. Most of your sales guys are spending 60 to 70% of their day dialing, leaving voicemails, and doing nothing with their time. There's 10% of their time that's going towards food and rest. The other 20% of the time getting business done, like being productive with their time. If most of that time is because of connecting, we can eliminate the connection issue. Because of our strategy, we can keep your phones ringing all day long and make sure that your sales reps are spending 60 to 70% of their time answering phones versus just making dials. Because if you can't connect with your leads, what good are the leads to you and your company? Private digital marketing will 100% be the most important channel that you will ever own because you're the only one who will ever own it. It's not public, so no one can copy it. We are going to custom build you a private digital advertising plan that is going to keep your phone ringing off the hook and then ensuring that you're able to brand yourself with these customers. The best branding that you have is personal experience. I don't care how good your logo looks, your billboard, your ad. I don't care about any of that stuff. If I come to your office or you come to my house and you suck, I'm going to remember that. But if you come to my house and you were a phenomenal person at customer service and you made me feel good and trusted, I'm going to call you back every single time. And that's why this strategy is so important because it's like not just getting brand new customers for pennies on the dollar, but it's allowing you to have physical interaction with people where you can actually prove to them that you are a trustworthy local business. You can talk to them about why you're different and you can brand yourself to them. If you're good at it, you're going to have customers for life. Even if you went out there on a free offer and you didn't make any money that moment, 6 months down the road, because of how you made them feel, branding, they're going to call you back and you're going to be able to get that sale. If you were just going strictly off of Facebook or Google ads, you'd have to fight for that sale. Versus utilizing a private digital marketing plan, you can begin to build relationships with your local market. And now you're spending less money than all your competitors, which means that you can spend more money than your competitors to acquire more customers. And if you're watching this and you're like, dude, I don't even have that big of a business, man. Like you're throwing numbers, $50,000 a month. I wish I could spend $50,000 a month. Great. If that's where you're at, if what I just talked about is not a reality for you right now, then that's exactly why you need private digital advertising. It's low cost. It's going to be the foundation to your business. That is the missing ingredient for most businesses. They don't have a foundation. They are literally running with their heads cut off, looking for new customers every single day to keep revenue running through the company. They never have taken the time to build a marketing channel that can bring them a lead flow or bring them volume of sales calls so that they can create a process and generate more revenue. If you're already spending a ton of money on marketing, this is going to lower your cost of acquisition. This is going to increase your clientele base. This is going to help you retain your clientele base. This is a phenomenal retention strategy. This is a phenomenal customer acquisition strategy. It's going to be the most important tool in your entire tool belt. So this is what our unique marketing system is: private digital advertising. What we do is voicemails. My software will drop a private voicemail into the inbox of your customers or potential customers, people that are going to be brand new customers. Just like a Google ad, Facebook ad, commercial, radio show, billboard, everything that we've been talking about so far, I can accomplish the exact same goals as those campaigns, all with just the one voicemail. I can create call to action right away. I can brand myself. I can put offers out there, and I can give them a number to call me back right away. Again, call to action. These voicemails are direct response offers. For example, with the HVAC client, hi, this is ABC Company. We're calling about a free wellness check for the air conditioner. Give us a call back and we'll get you on the schedule. Simple. They call us back on that offer and we book them for the appointment. I was driving on the highway yesterday and I saw, it was a billboard for nursing school. Like, okay, cool. Hi, this is XYZ school. I saw that you were interested in potentially learning about nursing. We have an open house this Friday at this time and this date. We'd love to see you there. Boom. Voicemail sent. Chick-fil-A. Hey, this is Chick-fil-A down on North Durango. We're doing a buy one, get one special. We just want to give you guys a call and invite the whole family out for a nice Chick-fil-A dinner. Because look, you're the friendly neighborhood Spider-Man, right? Like, who leaves voicemails? Your mom, your dad, your grandpa, your cousins, your friends, your family. And these offers are direct and they show up as a text message, but they have a friendly voice behind it. And so that's why they're so effective. I showed this to you guys already. We did 39 appointments with this system in just 3 weeks. From that, they did 291,000. We only charged them $2,800. So they did 100X. It has now been 4 months. And look at this, you guys. We've gone to do 700 appointments in the last 3 months from the 39 appointments. And over 500 of those appointments are brand new customers, which means that their cost of acquisition is pennies in comparison to their competition. Not leads, like appointments, customers in their database that are scheduled, ready to rock. And less than you're spending on Google every month, less than you're spending on your billboards every single month, less than you're spending on anything, period, to get this many brand new customers. There's no way you're getting over 500 brand new customers in 4 months for less than $40,000 off of those other platforms. You're spending well over $100,000, $200,000, $300,000 to get that many brand new customers. We met this client. They only had 1,400 names in their database. And in the last 4 months, we've added over 500 brand new customers. They've been in business 8 years, you guys. So for us to be able to add almost 50% of their current clientele base in just 3 months is monumental, especially for that price and that quick. And that's the beautiful thing about private digital marketing or using voicemails, is that it gets action, it gets results, it's fast, it's extremely fast. They generated 1.5 million off of this from less than $40,000. It's not that we just have these appointments on the board, but these are people that they're going to continuously make money off of for many years to come. And that is only ever going to make your business more valuable to an investor, just so you understand that. Like if I were to buy a business as an investor and you already have a private marketing channel that was printing money, all I had to do was click play. I'm more interested in giving you more money because I know for a fact that I'm going to get my money back from this business when you give it to me. The strategy will build your client base and then it will retain that client base and it will continuously add to that client base, all for a simple fixed price. It's not variable based on algorithm or how many people drove by or how many people were watching the show at the time. It's all controllable because you can look at the KPIs and say, okay, I get this many phone calls when I drop this many voicemails. So I need to drop this many voicemails to get this many phone calls. When I get this many phone calls, I convert it at this level. So I need to do, and you can actually build a solid foundation for your business to stand on that will consistently have lead flow and consistently make sure that you are making sales, solving all of your other problems. And you might be thinking like, dude, I do SMS, I do email, right? Like those are private digital marketing. My text inbox is a high traffic inbox. My mailbox that where all my mail goes to from my house, that's high traffic mail as well. I have every business, local business in the entire area sending me postcards, and all those postcards go straight in the trash. What a total waste of money, waste of paper, waste of resources. Email, I delete all my emails. So many people show me their phones and they have like 30,000 emails that they've never opened. And it's because it's all of your marketing stuff that you're sending to them. They're not looking at any of that stuff. It's too much traffic. However, voicemail is very low traffic, right? It's extremely low traffic. Hardly anybody leaves voicemails anymore. So when that notification bell goes off, you actually notice it. The way that voicemail works, at least on an iPhone, it gives you 2 notifications. It gives you a missed phone call and a missed voicemail notification. So you have 2 notifications. And to get rid of both of them, you have to go to the call log tab to erase the call one. Then you have to go to the voicemail and click the voicemail, just to delete it. And if you don't delete it, you have to listen to the whole thing or drag the play thing all the way to the end to show that you listened to the whole thing. And even if you did all that, when you click the voicemail, a transcription, a text message pops up, and you're immediately reading that before you hit delete. Not only is it going to communicate your offer straight to them and give them a chance to call you back directly, all they got to do is call that number back. That's something that your billboard, radio should, like, none of your stuff can do that. Have a callable button right there in their phone to call you right back. But curiosity kills the cat. Half the time we do get calls where they say, hey, I got a missed phone call. And so now we're in like a real sales call, like a cold call, even if it's like a warm list. If you're still calling on somebody, you're interrupting their day to get a pitch out. Like now we're in that kind of a scenario. But now the tides have turned because they're calling you. You're not interrupting their day. They called you on their terms. You're going to get those 30 seconds to pitch them. You're going to get their attention because they're curious as to who you are. That's why they called you. And curiosity killed the cat. Like I think about a lot of different industries too, even like the coaching, consulting, chiropractor, dentist. You guys would crush it because especially with branding, like if you're a chiropractor and you have a list of clients that come and see you as a doctor, like my wife and I, we go see our chiropractor like a doctor, right? And if I got a voicemail from my doctor saying, hey, this is Dr. blah, 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 I was thinking about you guys when I was reading in the medical thing today that this, and this. So just so you guys know, I just want to give you some tips and advice on how you can make yourself feel better while allergy season's going on, blah, blah, blah. Oh, by the way, we're doing a 2-for-1 special. If you guys want to bring the whole family in, we'd love to see you. If I got a voicemail like that from my doctor where they provided me tremendous value and then had a little offer at the end where I could get buy one, get one by coming in today, the response would be amazing. Absolutely amazing. And the calls would come in regardless. And then you'd have someone pick up the calls and say, hey, yeah, like that was the doctor. He left you a voicemail. He was thinking about this. But yeah, just wanted to let you know and hope you guys are doing great. Like that's all branding. That's staying top of mind in the best way because it's personal experience. And so voicemail marketing will be the foundation. It is the most important tool you should be using in your marketing plan. I'm not saying to stop doing all the other stuff. I'm saying that you need to implement this. And if you don't have anything going on, then you need to start doing this right away. Voicemail marketing is extremely unique. Nobody in your industry is doing this. No one's going to be able to compete with you. So this would give you an actual private marketing channel that only you would own. And you're the only one doing it in the entire industry, which gives you a unique IP. We already talked about how investable you become when you have unique IP. So we're super transparent on pricing. The proof is in the pudding. Everything speaks for itself. It's a fixed cost. Just tell me how many calls you want, and we can make sure you have those calls coming in to keep all of your agents busy. The first one is our Ignite marketing system. So that'll be utilizing the voicemails. And obviously, like we would create an offer. We would help you with your sales process. We would coach your agents. We would teach them how to use the software and get success and results from it. You would get ongoing time from myself and my partner just to look over the business, look over the results, make sure everything's making sense. And then you just paid 7 cents per voicemail. So on the first tier, you get 10,000 voicemails. So it's $2,500 a month plus $700 in voicemails. You have up to 10,000 voicemails. But if you want, like, let's say 20,000 voicemails, then it goes up by $1,000 every 10,000 voicemails that we have to run for you. So if you want 20,000, it'd be 3,500. If you want, 30,000 voicemails, it'd be 4,500 XYZ. Now, this is going to be strictly if you are doing this as a retention strategy, then you would just pay this and that would be that, right? But if you want to acquire customers as well, then there would be an additional 15 to 3,000 a month, depending on the quality of leads that you're looking for. And then lastly, if you want us to do the outbound and inbound lead gen services, meaning that we're going to build a whole call center for you and we're going to make sure that you guys have appointments to just show up to, then that starts, and this is going to get more like, we get into more like a custom plan, and we would definitely need to have a conversation, but just so you have transparency and a starting point, it starts at $15,000 a month, and then it's going to be an extra $1,500 per agent that we need to hire to get you a certain amount of appointments. Per agent, you'll probably get about 30 appointments a week out of, so it just depends on how many appointments that you want. It'd be an extra $1,500 per agent. 7 cents per voicemail, and then $30 per appointment across the board. Every week, we're going to send you a report of all the appointments that we sent you, and we collect payment. We can do weekly, bi-weekly, your choices on that one. You have complete peace of mind knowing that you're going to be able to just wake up to appointments on the board. So if you guys have any questions, hit the link down below. There should be a calendar or something like that. You can book a call with us, and we would love to look into your business, come up with an offer, game plan, see how we can make this work for you guys. So click the link down below and we can get to know each other better and just take things from there.